Michael Keelan's Weekend.
Phone 8223 0000.
Interactive Radio. 1395 Adelaide's 5AA.
You know, all great inventions are very simple when you see them, but having the foresight to invent them in the first place, it takes people with a lot of vision and a lot of skill, and generally a lot of hard work. And no exception for our next product that we're going to look at next. Garden Pallets is a company that's come up with garden pallets, but a way to move them. Peter Kuhlmann joins us now. Peter, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, morning, Michael.
Nice to catch up.
Yeah, thanks for having me in. Thank you.
Pleasure. Okay, garden pallets. I mean, it's just an amazing concept.
Well, what it is, Michael, it's a little pallet that I've designed. It's we invented an oblong pallet about 5 years ago for moving cartons of beer, basically, and that's used in conjunction with a hand truck. And then we developed a bit further where we now make a round one for large pot plants. It keeps stuff off the ground, pot plants off the ground. You can hose underneath. It stops bugs from getting in them and whatever. But probably the big advantage of, if you leave your pot plants in the one spot, that's fine. But if you want to move them, you now can. We've designed a very special hand truck that slides under the pallet, or a very, very simple wire handle. And if you want to move your pot plants around, you just slide the handle or the hand cart underneath and move them off. So somebody that weighs, say, 50 kilos can move a pot plant that weighs 110, 140 kilos.
They are heavy, aren't they?
They are heavy, and a lot of pot plants just get left in the one spot. They stay in the patios and whatever. The stuff that we've designed now, you can slide stuff around on your patio. You can hose underneath. So if you move a pot plant that's been in the one spot for quite some time, and quite sometimes only a couple of months, you'll find bugs underneath.
Absolutely, yeah.
And normally pretty bad stains, and those stains stay there forever. So now, you can move your pot plants wherever you want.
Just describe the crate. What do you call it? Do you call it
it's a garden pallet, yeah.
Pallet, yeah.
Well, what it is, it's a round. It's like a round circle with a couple of buffers on each side, I suppose, to hold it up off the ground, and then a space in the middle that you can slide a hand truck under, or the handle, and that's basically it. It's made out of polypropylene, so
very strong.
Yeah, it'll last for 1,000 years, we hope. So that's basically it's made in Adelaide. Was designed here in Adelaide and all made in Adelaide, and we believe that the market is just absolutely massive.
Peter, I can see, it just sounds like the inventors. I can see great potential, Peter, for this. You could even slide a saucer under there.
Well, you can. If you need to drain your pots, you can slide a saucer underneath. And somebody suggested if you've got a real bad problem with bugs, you could put poison in the saucer, slide it underneath. Nobody sees it. The dogs can't get to it, and whatever. So there's a lot of advantages on it.
And also be good for avoiding plants taking root into the soil.
It does.
That air gap there.
Yeah. Well, the gardeners tell me it air trims the roots. So if the roots, is that right? if the roots grow down through the pot, the air will just cut the roots off. So the roots don't go down into the ground. Yeah.
Simple idea, Peter. Why didn't I invent it?
Yeah. Well, it's not the first time I've been asked that.
Now, it's a bit of a system that you'd probably get yourself into, because you'd start with the pallet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just start with the pallet.
And the wire puller that you've got, which clips underneath. Yeah,
the pallets are only $14 each, and that's very, very comparable with anything that's on the market, the smaller ones. And then the wire handle's only $14, so you're not talking a huge amount of money. And if you're building up your garden over a few years, or you've got a big garden now, you don't have to buy all the garden pallets at once, so just when you need them.
Yes. Yeah. And Peter, so the system goes from the pallet to the wire puller, and then if that's not adequate, you've got a trolley. Yeah,
a fold-down trolley. It's got 150 kilo capacity. It just folds up in a very small space, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. And if you've got real big pots, particularly with a lot of foliage, and you need and the wire handle doesn't suit, that's the next thing to do. But
I see. I'm with you now. The wire handle is for just small pots. Is that right?
No, not necessarily. We can drag about 120 kilo pot around with just the wire.
With the wire handle.
Yeah, it's just it's galvanised rod, and you just squeeze the two sides together, slide it under the pallet, and then it expands out. And then you just drag it wherever you want to go.
Okay. So that drags it, but the trolley actually lifts.
The trolley lifts it, but that stuff being polypropylene, it doesn't mark the surface, which we thought we were a bit concerned about that originally.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, you can drag it over a polished surface and it won't mark it. Yeah.
Now, Peter, this is a black one. It comes in a terracotta colour as well.
Yeah, it's two colours.
And what about sizes? What you got?
No, there's only one size for that. It's only for big pots.
What? We're looking 300 up?
Yeah, about 300 mil up, or a lot bigger. Yeah.
And I noticed there's a rectangle one for troughs.
Yeah, there's a rectangular one you can use for troughs or cartons. To give you an idea, it's about the size of a carton of beer, and you can put big long troughs sit on top of that, and that's used with a normal hand truck.
Have you had it on the new inventors?
Been trying for years to get on the new inventors, but they don't like me for some reason.
I can't believe it. It's seriously. I haven't tried it, but I will. We've got a wooden deck. It's a bugger. It stains, and I've got pots up on feet, and all sorts of things. And then when you have to move them because you're reorganising or whatever, I'm sort of lucky. I've got a sort of a trolley, but you've still got to reach over and pull the pot back. Yeah. It's a lot of effort, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is. Well,
very good.
The trolley we've designed, and it's and
I'll have a look at it.
You've got to realise, or people got to realise, it's got a narrow tongue on it, so it doesn't. The normal hand truck won't fit our standard pallets. It's got a tongue that's only 210 mil wide, but it's a lot longer. So you haven't got the problem.
Peter. It's a lot longer.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
It's a good balance, isn't it? You've got to lift on the other side of the pot, which is away from you, to bring your pot
So
back.
you wouldn't need two people?
No, you don't. No. And you don't need to be a rock ape, I suppose, somebody with a huge amount of strength to move the large pots.
All right, you've done the hard work, but probably like every good new product, distribution.
Right, we're selling it direct. We feel we can control the market, not control the market, but we can service the market a lot better. You can go to the webpage, www.gardenpallets.com, or phone 1300 1944 54, and somebody's there waiting to talk to you, or go on the webpage, and if you've got any queries, just send us an email and we'll whiz back the problem.
Yeah, look, like all good inventions, it's simple.
God, like you say, why?
When I first saw it, I thought, and then as I started looking, I thought, okay, this has got great application, and I'm sure people with just a decking or a patio area, that it'd be just something essential as a garden implement now. Whether you just get the wire one or the just the pallets, or you go the whole hog and get the trolley. What's the trolley worth?
$75. Yeah, so it's competitive with what's on the market.
Exactly.
And lasts a lifetime.
Yeah, Peter, well done. Thanks for coming in. Gardenpallets.com.au. You can see all about it. Dial it up now. A great South Australian product that's going to save your back, I can guarantee it. Peter Kuhlmann, thank you for coming in.
Thanks very much, Michael.
Michael Keelan's Weekend.